guys, we are back in Python, specifically advanced topics in Python, So, let's go ahead and get this shit going. Alright, so it says create your own Python dictionary in the editor with 2 or 3 key value pairs. So, let's say pizza. We'll do PPG. Actually, PPG. This is going to be equal to, we'll do it like this. Food, colon, pizza. Gender, colon, guy, comma, game, colon, poker, and then we'll close our dictionary, and then print the result. Print. Oh, they need to name this my_dict, and make sure your indentation is correct, and print my_dict dot items. And there you go. So that's our dictionary. So if we replace this calls to keys on my, and then print my_dict dot values, it should print out 2 separate things, the keys and the values. So there are our keys and there are our values. Cool. Seems easy enough. Alright, so for each key in my dict, I really feel like I'm saying my dick, but print out the key, then a space, then a value stored by the key. So they have a nice example here. You should use print A, comma B rather than print A plus. Okay, so I didn't know that we could do that, but that's cool. So we'll say for key in my dict with a T. My dict. I'm thinking of my dick's got, or your dick's got the HIV. My dick, whatever that song is. Anyhow, we want to print out the key, then a space, and the values. So print key, comma, my_dict key. So you see right here, food space pizza, gender space guy, game space poker. So list comprehensions, check out the list comprehensions. So evens to 50 says I for I. It ranges to 51 if I modulo 2 is equal to 0. Print evens to 50. Okay, so we're basically setting a variable equal to a result of a for loop and an if statement. That's interesting. Alright, so use list comprehension building even squares in the editor. Your even squares list should include squares, the even numbers between 1 to 11. Your list should start 4, 16, 36, and go from there. Okay, so look at the example above. So it's all going to be in a bracket, and we're going to say I for I in range of 1 to 11. So run this for loop in range from 1 to 11. If, so here's our if. So if x modulo 2 is equal to 0, so if x modulo 2 is equal to 0, alright, so that's right. where do we tell it to square it, though? That's what's throwing me off. So let's see here. I understand how to square a number. You can use x modulo to choose a square number, and x modulo to check if it's even. So double by 3. So I don't actually understand. So we have x modulo 2. So this is checking if it's even. Do we just do return x 2 like that? No. Alright, so I'm a little confused about how we... Oh. It's up in the front. Alright. So it's x on mod 2. There we go. No? Find range. Print even scores. Alright, so let's go to the forum, see what's going on here. We were on 5 of 18, so let's go to list comprehension syntax. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, this is what I did. Alright, so let's compare this with our code and see what's going on here. So x1 find range. Alright, so it looks like where our mistake is that for one, oh snaps. 2 mistakes, I see. Okay, so for whatever reason we used I instead of x, which is fine, but we have to make sure we call I here. I just did x once I figured out that that's where you declare it, what you want it to do. And then this needs to be 12 because we don't actually include 11. There you go. So this is what you want it to do. This is how many times you want it to do. And this is an if statement for that. A little bit weird. Alright, so use list comprehension to create cubes by 4. So cubes underscore by underscore 4. Oops. Cubes underscore by underscore 4. Comprehension should consist of cubes. This equals. So we're basically saying I. So you need to cube it. Cube is to the 3rd power if I remember correctly. And then we'll say for I in a range of 1 to 11, remember. Start at 1 and we want one more if I modulo, what is it, 4? 4 is equal to 0. Oh, 1 too many. Looks like cubes by 4 is wrong length. They should have 5 values. Note, in this case, the cube number should be evenly divisible by 4, not the original number. Okay, so what it's basically saying here is that I to the 3rd modulo 4 needs to be equal to 0. Oops, why I keep doing 3? No? Looks like nothing was, oh, and then print it, so print cubes by 4. There you go. So our if statement just needed to be adjusted there. They want us to not actually look at the number, but is the cube of the number divisible by 4? That's what they wanted. So next is slicing. So let's look at this, see if we can. So start, end, and stride. So stride's probably start at 2, end at 9, increase by 2. So it's probably going to. Alright, so it starts at 1, then it. Alright, let's just run it. So skips 2, so there's 9. Skips 2, so there's 25. Skips 2, there's 49. Skips 2, there's 81, and it stops. Okay. Excuse me. I think I'm coming down with a slight cold, so I do apologize if I'm coughing or sneezing in this video or any future ones. Alright, so use list slicing to print out every odd element of my list from start to finish. Omit the start and end index. You only need to specify a stride. Check the hint if you need help. So we start at 1 and we only want the odds. So, and we want to print, so that's the first thing. And we want to print my list. And here we have 2 colons. We only need the stride, they say. So if we start at 1 and we only want the odd, I believe if we increase by 2, it should just continue. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Cool. Create a variable called backwards. So backwards. Set it equal to the reverse version of my list. Make sure the reverse list in the editor by passing a list slice and negative stride like an example above. Okay, so we can apparently do the my list : -1 so that we get the reverse of the list, which is really helpful to be without having to do our own for loop and everything. So that's kind of cool. I like that. All right, so create a variable backwards by _10s. Set it equal to the result of going backwards through to 100 by 10s. Equals 2_1_100. And this probably should just be -10, and then print backwards _by _10s. I believe that's correct. So cool, so we just start at 100 and work our way back by 10. I like that. Create a list to 21, so 2_21. That's just the numbers 1 through 21 inclusively. So inclusive. So range 1 to 22, so we want to include 21. Create a second list called odds. That contains only the odd numbers in the 221. So we'll say odds is equal to 2_21, and we're just going to increase by 2 there. Finally, create a third list called middle_third. That's equal to the middle third to 21 from 8 to 14 inclusively. So we're going to start from 8 to 14, 8 to 15 by 1. I think that's right. Middle third is not defined. Oh, is equal to 2_21. Alright, looks like your middle third is 9, 10, 11 instead of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright, so we're off by 1. There we go. Lambdas. I don't remember what lambdas are. I just remember not liking using them ever. So alright, let's see here. Yeah, lambda x is the same as the function. See, this is why, like, why I hate when they fucking make things where they already made something. I'm like, no, man, I like the way we do it. Can you guess what this code will print? All right, so we know lambda is a function, so we're saying print the result of this function with my list. So this should print for x. It's gonna print out all the numbers, so it's gonna be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, and 0, because 0 mod anything is 0. All right, so fill in the first part of the filter function. So the first part is we need to declare our lambda. Should ensure that only Python is returned to the filter. Fill in the section part of the filter language with languages. So this is languages. So lambda. Let's see. Let me just mess around. Lambda x. X is equal to Python. Cool. So we're basically saying for x, if x is equal to Python, print languages. That's kind of what's going on here. So create a list called squares that consists of squares of numbers to 10. Alright, so the squares of numbers to 10. So squares is equal to alright, so I like this one better. Squares is equal to x to the second power for x in range of 1 to 11. Alright, cool. So there's our squares. We don't need an if statement for that. So use filter and lambda. So filter, lambda, expression print out only squares that are between, so x, for x, if x is less than, x is less than 71 and x is greater than 29, comma squares. This could be off a little bit, so let's see. So there we go. So we got 36, 49, 64. So we're saying lambda x, so for x, if x is less than 71 and it's greater than 29, print the values that qualify from squares. Not too bad. Alright, so call the appropriate method in movies such that it will print out the items, hint, in the dictionary. So movies.items, .item, I just did that. It didn't fucking work. Alright. Oh. Don't forget to call print on it. There you go. Use a comprehension list. So we'll do 3s underscore by underscore 5s. And this is going to consist of only numbers between 1 and 15 inclusively that are evenly divisible by 3 or 5. So x for x in range of 1 comma was it 16? If x modulo 3 is equal to 0 or x modulo 5 is equal to 0. So return all numbers, print 3, that are evenly divisible by 3 or 5. 3 by 5s. 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 12, 15. Oh, 3s and 5s. And, of course, make sure you follow the directions. And we should be good. So there we go. 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 12, 15. Cool stuff. Alright, so the string in the editor is garbled in 2 ways. First, our message is backwards. Second, the letter we want is every other letter. Use list slicing to extract the message and save it to a variable called message. Alright, so message is equal to garbled. And then we just want it reversed, so it's -1. Alright, and second, the letter we want is every other letter. And then we'll say message is equal to message. And we just want every other. So we can skip some, and now we can print out message. Cool. I am the secret message. That's actually pretty cool. I thought it was just gonna say XXX, XXX, or some bullshit. But so first thing we do, we reverse this one. So this IX is on this end now, and then after that we just skip every one with the 2. Alright, so create a new variable message. Set it equal to the filter of lambda. That'll filter out the X's. The second argument will be garbled, so alright, so let's fill that out. And we'll say X. We'll say X is not equal to X. And print message. Let's see if this worked. Cool. I'm another secret message. So we just finished this section. Just go over this real quick. So we have our garbled string. We create a variable that's going to filter and says for every character in our string, if it's not equal to X in our garbled string, print that out. So I am another secret message. So up next, we are going to be getting an introduction to bitwise operators, and this is kind of important. I don't know why, but everyone always tells me it is. But to be honest with you, they just are. It's a little more in depth. So it's not necessarily going to be as object-oriented focused as some of this course has been. So I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, comments, questions, concerns, and WordPress topics are always appreciated, along with donations, which will be used towards the channel. CodeCademy only has so much free stuff, and we're going to try and do some other more paid stuff eventually, like Team Treehouse and other videos. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.